Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading for June 13th through the 19th, 2021. My name is Brandon Tobias. It's an complete honor to have you here on my channel, Science of the Soul and Stars. Welcome. If you're new here, we do weekly and monthly horoscope updates for your astrology sign in love and in life, because we believe true love can help you find and step into your greatest soul purpose here on earth. So if you want to join the mission for all of us to change the world together by stepping into our soul purpose, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you. And do me a quick favor, if you do end up enjoying this content and find it valuable, hit that like button. It really helps this video and channel grow so we can guide more people. Aquarius, let's go right into your channel tarot reading. This is for your highest good in love and or in life, channeled from the divine through the power of unconditional love. Here we go. Opening this ceremony now between myself and the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign. Calling in the collective spirit guides, loved ones, masters, wise ones, angels, and archangels, and asking Spirit for the ability to channel for the highest good in love and in life through the power of unconditional love for my lovely Aquarii, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising for June 13th to the 19th, 2021. Thank you so much. This ceremony is now officially and magically open. Here we go. Very ominous pause here as we get the first things. Nine of Cups here. I feel that maybe it's because summer's upon us. Maybe it's because the most recent era of lockdowns is starting to alleviate itself. Maybe it's because we are all just a little bit trapped up inside. But I feel the era of romance, the desire for romance and romancing. The first word that came to me was romancing here is in the air, you know. So this may be something that's on your mind, and you may be actually really, what I feel, shifting your perspective around what romance means and maybe a whole new take of what it is and a whole new side of what it can be, right? Romance in particular. I feel like it's shifting or shifted for you, Aquarius, from something very, very serious and intense and hardcore and transformative into something that's, hey, a little bit more lighthearted. Maybe we can have a little bit more fun in general with love and with life. And we can look at this in a way that's more playful and endearing, right? So I think, you know, part of the theme or the words that come to me here is like you're looking at life a little bit more playfully, or even like a game of sorts, in a way that the consequences of which are not so consequential as you once maybe perceived them to be. And that if you learn to play the game really well, you can have a lot of fun. And throughout having that fun, you can also still find and live your life purpose in the midst of that. So a bit of a different transformative perspective here. The Magician, talk about fun, talk about magic, talk about transformational times, talk about your ability to do and choose what you want to be in this life. You know, I feel like as you switch and transmute or transform yourself into more of this different perspective of love and or life generally, it becomes much easier for you to choose and to create whatever it is that you wanted to choose and create in your life to manifest, right? It's the overly serious and consequential tones of what if for every single possibility, right? Those more serious consequences of life that slow us down sometimes from manifesting and doing and enjoying life the way we are meant to do and enjoy life and to create. I believe it was Steve Jobs who said, I don't remember the quote, but he said something along the lines of, and I bet he had some Aquarius energy. I'm almost positive he had some Aquarius energy. I don't know his chart. But you know, it's like, he's like something along the lines of, as long as you learn, like once you learn the world, once you learn that you can create stuff in the world and not just have to be a whim to it, right? Or just be a victim to it, or basically just exist in it. Like once you learn you can actually change and create and adapt and like mess things around in the world that people will actually, you know, mess with you with, or they'll interact with from your creation, life becomes completely different. And I would almost look at his perspective as the perspective that's going to be so amazing and good for you moving forward, Aquarius. Is like that Steve Jobs perspective of, wow, he realized he is a magician. He has the power to create. He has the power to manifest. He took that and ran with it, and just did and created what the heck he wanted to create. And look what happened. He became a legend. And so that's part of what we're going through or creating now. I feel especially strongly for you, Aquarius, is you're creating your own legend by learning your ability to create through a little bit of a playful perspective on love and life. The Emperor here. Oh, the Ten of Swords. Wow. So here's the caveat. There's always paradox. There's always caveats here in these readings. The first thing I heard with this card is playtime is over. So what's interesting is playtime with something, someone, or some other being or situation in your life. It's funny, we've had Ten of Swords show up in another reading in this exact same spot. I forget which one. Excuse the sniffles, by the way. I had a little bit too much coffee, but playtime with that particular situation has come to an abrupt end. It is no longer has any life. It's just dead in the water. Okay. It's forced an abrupt shift or change. And I feel going through that, I feel this has been a process that's been kind of gaining steed or momentum in your life that's finally come to a really solid and clear abrupt end, okay, has actually given you, right? The gift in that is that it's actually given you more of this playful or casual perspective on life itself because you've gone through the most serious and consequential times, right? And that's part of the gift here is it's like you have to go through something extremely serious and consequential and like life altering and just like crazy in order to actually come out the other side and to see, well, actually, I think I've been through some pretty crazy stuff. It's not so bad. And maybe the rest of life can just be a bit of a game. And so, yeah, I really do feel like any traumatic or life-changing or just kind of experiences that I've had to be completely, fully dead in the water that have led up and been a bit of a struggle for you to get to that place have been life-changing in the fact that they've changed your perspective. They've shifted your perspective in this positive way to allow you to manifest more of what you want to be and do. I think this is my spit that I just accidentally spit on the table. So I apologize. The Emperor here, the other thing I got with this is like the battle-hardened warrior. You know what I mean? Like just taking his throne here. He looks a bit wary, a bit grim, and a bit just like he's been through a lot, you know? And that's kind of the vibe I've gotten of like your energy now, Aquarius, is like you're just this wise, older warrior, you know, spiritually or on a soul level. Doesn't matter what age you are, because of the battles you've been through, right? Because of the battles you've endured. And that's why life has become so much, maybe a little bit lighter in this period of time, or you're wanting it to be lighter. Four of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. You know, the journey here has only just begun. The journey here moving forward, okay? Because there's a journey presenting itself to you that you're going towards, like you're initiating because of this new perspective you've gained in life to be able to create, do, be, and manifest. And also at the same time, you know that it's a bit of a longer term journey. Like it's not just a flash in the pan kind of thing. It's actually a longer term journey for your life, your soul's mission, your soul's purpose, like where you want to go. And it feels like you're just beginning to start that. You're just beginning to start the truth of what you actually are and where you're actually going and where your life really intended you to be and to go. After all of these trials or all of the years that you've been going through these trials, if it's been years or if it's been months or however long it's been, life has been preparing you to go on this particular journey that you're stepping into now, that all of the experience you've been through have prepared you for. And I see this now. I wasn't sure of the Four of Pentacles here, but I see it now. All of the collective experiences that you've gone through, that you've gathered along the way. You can see this person has all of this. I see it as wisdom. I know Pentacles aren't about wisdom, but I see it as like accumulated wisdom that has led to actual tangible resources or gifts within yourself, okay, that this person's now has or is holding on to, right? And then is going to be able to take those and carry his or her mission out on the journey. You see that? So it's like you've accumulated all this wisdom, these gifts, these resources, right? Intellectually, spiritually, mentally, whatever you want to look at it like. And now Spirit is asking you, okay, instead of just holding on to it, or instead of just gathering it, or instead of just kind of, you know, continuing to gather more and more and more knowledge, resources, experience, like you're done with that part. Now go do something with it, right? Like now start to actually take this and offer it to other people, offer it to the world, offer it to those who need it the most, and start to move forward, right? Start to actually move with this stuff. So very, very powerful time of mobility. Five of Swords, Ten of Swords. I'll just be honest. This wasn't a pretty situation. Whatever this was that happened here. Ooh, we just had literally a crystal fall over tower moment. So, this again, and that just shows me again, like abrupt. Like abrupt was the biggest thing. It's like just abrupt changes, abrupt death of a situation, really. It wasn't pretty, right? Chances are there's still lingering feelings, resentment, anger, bubbling up. Anger for sure. Maybe one emotion you're dealing with around this situation, whatever it was. Apologies if the cards are a little bit crooked. I just realized that right now. Just a tad bit offset. And it's still, right, it's something you're still being asked to move forward from, right, in despite. And just know that it's like, it just feels like there's so much unfinished business, right, with this particular situation, even though it's literally nothing you can do about it. That's what it feels like. There's nothing you can do about it. Dead in the water. It probably just was ended in some form of resentment or unfinished business, or just some loose ends kind of not being tied up fully. And you're just going to be being asked to be like, okay, well, that happened. It was what it was. Let me take the gifts from it, the wisdom, the resources I've gained from it, and move forward, because I don't feel like there's going to be a resolution anytime soon for these things. And that's part of the lesson here in life, is sometimes you just got to take what you got from a situation and move forward without maybe even having full resolution when it comes to what had happened, right? And loose ends, hopefully, right, will be tied up as they need to be tied up, and any karma that needs to be served will be served out, and all you can do is trust within that, Aquarius. The Moon card, the Devil, there you go. Subconscious, knowledge of a karmic bond or situation that had to happen in order for you to get to where you got to. Not saying it was easy, but yeah, it may still feel like you are chained or bonded to a particular individual here, where there's lots of karma, darkness, and or baggage still lingering around. In that situation, right, it may have caused or was causing, right, or had you in a state of feeling really kind of not sure what to do, right, a little bit stagnant, didn't feel like it could move forward, and it kind of really, it forced you to pivot in your life. And this was the gift again. It forced you to pivot in a new direction that's more exciting and prosperous for you in your life here. Nine of Wands, Two of Cups. You may be a little bit wary again of the future, continuing to move forward, since you are so experienced now in the battles you've gone through emotionally and spiritually and otherwise about future love, relationships, or what that's going to look like. Not to worry. Bright future I can sense ahead, Aquarius. Okay, there you go. 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So life has many gifts that it would like to give you at this time in particular. In the future regarding love, but for now, definitely regarding your manifestation of life, a new path, a new journey, and stepping into your truest soul purpose here in this lifetime all awaits you, Aquarius. I'm so proud of you and all of the work that you've done. Congratulations with what you've endured and what you've learned and what you're taking with you. You're doing an amazing job, and keep up the amazing work. If you enjoyed this, Aquarius, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We'd love to continue to update you on for your highest good in love and in life. And if you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit that like button. Helps this channel and video grow so we can guide more people. Come join us for our weekly reading every Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Mark your dates, mark your calendars. We do a True Love collective live reading for the best in love and life for the collective. It's an amazing community-oriented event. Much love, Aquarius. Thanks for joining, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.